Max Scherzer to make his regular season Blue Jays debut. 18 years in the big leagues, 3 Cy Youngs. A great spring when he was able to be out on the mound. Again, all systems go, we are told, for that thumb here today. Hopefully Scherzer is able to do here today what he did in the spring for the Blue Jays.
So Colton Cowser digs in the left-handed box. Orange tops for the Orioles.
And we'll find out how his right thumb is today. That's been an issue lingering through the last couple of years. Colton Cowser drives his 1-0 pitch deep to center field, and that ball is off the batter's eye and gone. The second pitch Max Scherzer throws as a Blue Jay is demolished by the Oriole leadoff man, and it's Colton Cowser's first hit of the year, and it is a long one.
Well, the milkman always delivers.
Scherzer looking to rebound into the wind.
0-1 offering, and that is clubbed out to deep left center field. This one is headed a long way. It is up, and gone. Jordan Westburg, he hit one to left center on opening day. This one goes a lot farther. A towering home run for Westy, and 2 solo shots against Max Scherzer.
Swing and a liner caught at first by Guerrero to end the inning. A couple of solo home runs for the Orioles, Cowser and Westburg.
29-year-old Dean Kramer will make his season debut against the Blue Jays here. He has pitched a lot against the Blue Jays, and as Dan mentioned, Vladdy owns him. 5 career home runs, the most allowed by Kramer to any one batter.
Swing and a line drive right center field, sinking and down for a base hit. Bo Bichette claps his hands in triumph. He's got his 3rd hit of the season in 9 tries.
And this one's lined into right center, a base hit. Bichette's going to make the turn and go to third. Runners on the corners with nobody out. So first and third, nobody out, and now Kramer is going to face a guy who was his teammate for the last several years, Anthony Santander.
2-2 again. Swing and a liner, right field, down for a base hit. Bichette had to wait. He'll sprint home. Up to second base, Vlad Guerrero Jr. hit by the throwback into the infield, but it's an RBI single for Santander. The Blue Jays make it 2-1, and they have runners on first and second with nobody out.
That was such a heads-up play from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He kind of faked Cowser out in left field. He made it seem like he didn't want to tag and go to third. Cowser threw that ball back into second base, and as soon as Cowser let go of that baseball, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. took off.
Alejandro Kirk at the plate. It's a fly ball to right center field, medium depth. Guerrero tagging at third. Kerstad, the right fielder, makes the catch. Vladdy coming home. The throw going into third. Guerrero scores. Santander to third. And this game's tied at 2 on an Alejandro Kirk sacrifice fly.
Wagner down swinging at 96, so Kramer puts him away with power, but we've got a 2-2 game after one in Toronto.
Four-seam fastball velocity has been a little bit down for Scherzer today as opposed to spring training when he was a little more 93, 94. Fans getting loud for Scherzer into the wind. His 3-2. Called strike 3. Dropped the cutter in at the top of the zone. Sanchez thought he had first base instead. He'll walk back to the dugout.
Pulled down to first. Tricky bounce there. Guerrero's got it. Scherzer covering. And that's a 3-up, 3-down, top of the second.
Pete Walker's on the phone, and Scherzer wandering around, and he's frustrated.
Does that mean it's the thumb?
Flared up on him.
We don't know. He's thrown 45 pitches. He threw 47, or he threw, 62 down in Fort Myers 7 days ago, and there is activity in the bullpen.
So 2 down, Bichette still on first. Andres Jimenez up to the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a drive, deep right center field. Kerstad sprinting back, looking up. See you later. Big fly, Andres Jimenez, his second in 3 games, and the Blue Jays jump in front 4-2 on an absolute missile.
Ben, who cares about stolen bags when you got power hitting Andres Jimenez in the lineup?
New pitcher for the Blue Jays as we get set to start the 4th inning.
The Blue Jays tell me that he left and was removed from today's game with right lat soreness.
Back-to-back hit by pitches, and the bases are loaded.
And so it's going to be tough for Toronto to triage the next bunch of innings just because of the injury to Scherzer.
Sanchez high in the air to right field. Santander comes barreling in. He'll throw to the plate. It's going to be well offline. Back to first. Kerstad's in there safely. Mullins took third. Gary Sanchez has his first Oriole RBI. It's a sacrifice fly to get the O's within 1.
A 4-pitch walk, and they're loaded again.
Now he faces Ramon Urias, who is partly on this team to hit lefties. Batted .295 against left-handed pitching last year.
Urias drives one to right. Santander can't get to it. That will score at least 2. Holiday's waved in by Tony Mansolino. He's coming home. He's in there safely. And it's a bases clearing double. Drives in 3, and the Orioles are back on top.
Now that's what I'm talking about right there.
Toronto last year, the bullpen got them in a lot of trouble. Blue Jays pitching staff last year, not great in the rotation. 2-1. That is cracked out to the gap in right center field. That'll get down. Santander comes over to play it. Rutschman is in to score from third base. Westburg goes first to third. And you can add on a run here in the 5th inning. The Orioles leading this one by a 7-4 score. Cedric Mullins gets that first hit. He's been on base twice in this game.
Kirk's going to throw it through. And Cetty's in there. Kirk cut him down on Thursday. Mullins tempts fate again, and one of the best catchers in baseball. And he's in there for his first stolen base of the year.
There's a ball hit in the air. Fairly deep left center field. This should be deep enough. The catch is made by Lucas in center. They'll throw into third, but it's a sac fly for Heston Kjerstad. He's got his first RBI of the year as he brings in Westburg and makes it an 8-4.
And walk Nathan Lucas to start the inning.
And that's a big at-bat for Nathan Lucas. Down 4 in the 5th inning. It's kind of an inning where you have to either get a couple of runs or the ball game might be out of reach.
Lucas not going, and Bichette bounces one through the left side for a base hit. Bo's now been on a base all 3 times. A couple of singles and a walk.
Both runners move up 90 feet. Lucas to third, Bichette to second. It's a wild pitch and a big one potentially in this inning. Swing and a ground ball to short. Coming home Lucas. Holiday fields. He'll throw on to first. So it's an RBI ground out for Guerrero, and the Blue Jays get one back now 8-5.
There you go.
He elevates to strikeout Santander.
Love it. Cruise along 93-94. When you got to step on the gas pedal, he steps on one and places it perfectly. My best against yours, Santander, and Dean Kramer comes out on top of this one. He's always been able to throw.
Rolled over to the right side. Dean gets out of it.
Big time there.
Master class in limiting damage. Dean's mom in the house.
7th inning about to start in Toronto. Blue Jays down 8-5 to the Orioles. Chad Green still on the hill.
Westburg hits this in the air to center field. Lucas is back. It's hit deep. He's at the wall. He leaps, and it is gone. A home run for Westburg. His 2nd of the game, and a 9-5 Baltimore lead. Jordan Westburg with 3 home runs already to begin this 2025 season. That one kept on carrying, and it carried out.
Yennier Cano making his first appearance of the year. He'll take the bottom of the 7th inning. For Yennier Cano is a cut fastball, trying to get something inside to the lefties. He won't need it there. He'll just take a 95-mile-an-hour heater and absolutely lock up Nathan Lukes.
And there is the first Cano pose of the year. Strut that stared out after the strikeout.
I'm going to tell you what, you can't throw one any better than
Swinging, Bo.
Another good swing by Bichette. He laces one into the left field corner. His 3rd hit of the day, and this one is a double.
The tying run still a couple of batters away. 9-5 game in the 7th. And Guerrero shoots it on the ground to Westburg. And make it 1 for 10. Guerrero Jr. against Cano.
Well, there is a lot of work to be done here in the bottom of the 9th. The Blue Jays are down 9-5, and they will have to face Felix Bautista. Again, missed all of last year recovering from Tommy John surgery, but when he is healthy, he is one of the very best.
It's still pretty lethal. 2-2. Got him swinging. There's the splitter. There's the strikeout, and Felix Bautista is back in the big leagues with a strikeout of Nathan Lucas.
So now Bo Bichette, who has had himself a really good day, 3 for 3 with a walk, 2 singles, and a double. Down the left field line, another well-hit ball, and this one is off the wall on the fly. It's the 4th hit of the game for Bichette and his 2nd double.
That'll do it. A splitter for strike 3. Bautista gets Guerrero. He's punched out 2 in his return. So Anthony walks, and the tying run to the on-deck circle now with Andres Jimenez coming up. 1-2 coming. Got him swinging, and Felix Bautista is back with a vengeance. 3 strikeouts in his first major league game in nearly 600 days. and he closes out an Oriole win.
Boy, how good does that feel? Feel for everybody, matter of fact, not just Felix Bautista. Gave up a double to Bichette, but punches out the side in his first appearance. Colton Cowser got it going. First batter of the game off of Max Scherzer, a homer. Jordan Westburg homers twice. The Orioles 9 runs on 12 hits.